We're here for our favorite segment of the show, Antisocial. For our social media manager, Darnell Smith, here to tell us what's popping on them Twitter streets.
What's crack-a-lacking out there, homie?
What's happening on the internet, Darnell?
Man, they've been clowning this week. Let's start with Jerry Jones.
What'd he say?
Who's always in the headlines, this time for saying that the Cowboys should approach tomorrow's Thursday night matchup on Fox against the Saints like it's the Super Bowl. Twitter clowned Jerry for this mindset, with one guy giving him the LMAO. Cowboys legit said this is their Super Bowl. I don't have a problem with this personally. This is a typical coach just saying, treat every play like it's your last. You think this is a bad mindset to have?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, man.
What?
It is a typical coach. Not the great coaches wouldn't do this. John Wooden, as I quote, he said, to win the big games, do all the little things and don't make it bigger than it is. And that's what you have to do. Go out there fully motivated every time. One, you can't lie to yourself. And two, look, I know after this game we got another game to play. This is not the Super Bowl where it's off season after that. So just a bad culture to set.
I get where Jerry's coming from, but it's the wrong thing to do. Jerry feels like he's created something that no one's giving him credit for, and he's so excited. And this game is a Super. If we beat the Saints, everybody's going to realize I'm a genius.
Yeah.
And there's too much pressure on his players, though. I wouldn't do this to Dak Prescott or any of these guys.
Bad
Wrong move.
Come on,
What's next, Darnell?
Do better, Jerry.
All right, so did y'all watch my boy Zion play last night?
Oh, yeah.
Balled out again, 25 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, leading Duke to a big win over IU.
Romeo Langford for IU.
Yes, sir.
Respect.
Yep. Twitter's always buzzing, whenever Zion plays. I mean, the dude looks like Shaq playing against Marcellus on the court.
Leave that alone.
Our buddy Doug Godley even got in the hype train saying Zion will be #1 pick. Unicorn. Definitely concerns about his weight, needs to shoot it better, but he is a unicorn. All right, look, Zion's great, but every year it's something else. Last year was Trae Young. Year before that was Lonzo. We need to pump the brakes on Zion.
First of all, I'm going to call Doug after the show and explain to him what a unicorn is.
Yeah.
Unicorns are flawless.
Yeah.
Well, there's concerns about his weight, concerns about his shot, but a unicorn. You can't be a unicorn if you flawed.
Yeah.
I'm a unicorn, Doug. Not Zion Williamson.
You ain't no unicorn. You're right, by pure definition, that's not a unicorn. You start beating it up as soon as you do it. It's a nice horse. Zion is a unicorn, man. Look, say what you want, and there hasn't been too many of these guys going through the draft. LeBron James, this is what
I ain't going LeBron James.
I'm talking about body type. I'm talking about what you can do with physics. What doctors always tell, it's so funny. You go to the doctor's office, you got a young kid, I got a 3-year-old, and then someone else brings their 3-year-old in there, and you can just see the doctors shaking their head like, that kid ain't got a chance. Why? You can't out-train DNA, man. You can't out-train genetics. Whatever he stood in line in heaven with the talent, he just kept getting back in line. They kept getting back in line. This dude is going to be amazing. He's going to shock everybody because he's going to continue at the next level.
All right, Darnell, last but not least.
Yeah, man, watch a fair game yesterday. They had JaVale McGee on, and he was talking about the criticism Shaq gave on, on Shaq and the Fool and how it jeopardized his career a little bit. So take a listen.
I'm not the person that's like reading comments like, oh my God, I can't believe this, because I really don't care. It's when a GM or owner of a team starts thinking that and they're like, no, we don't want to sign him, because that's now affecting my livelihood and how I pay my bills and how I feed my family. So that's when I was just like, it's the last straw. Like,
I'm gonna be real. I think he's being a little too sensitive here. What y'all think, though?
I disagree, and I love Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille can play too rough sometimes. Again, he's a big guy that doesn't know his own strength. He played a little too rough with a guy whose career was in the early process of blossoming, and Shaq was kind of making a fool out of him. I get where JaVale's coming from.
Yeah, Shaq will go there. I asked Barkley every 3-4 months, that whole no ring conversation comes up, and Shaq just loses it. Look, every joke has some lace of seriousness in it, some lace of reality, right? But it has to keep its proper balance. I think in this situation, it got out of balance, and it did jeopardize the perception of him, which was unfortunate because he's a better player, and he's finally in a position where he's showing that because he's getting the minutes and he's in a situation that allows it.
This Shaq reminds me of me when I was a little kid. My cousin, everybody be on, we'd be playing rough, and I would sit on somebody.
Oh, man.
And my mom would be like, Jason, you can't do that.
Boy, get off your cousin.
You can't do that. All right, thank you, Darnell. Coming up, we'll give you our latest approval ratings for Odell Beckham Jr., and Uncle Jimmy will be here to stir things up That's